Hey y'all, I just wanted to take a minute to kind of detail my plan, my hopes, my dreams for overcoming agoraphobia. Um, I started with agoraphobia at age 15 after a panic attack when I was traveling, and kind of slowly starts to seep into your system. So it truly was almost instantaneous. I went to the hospital. I thought I was having a heart attack. I thought I was dying. I was also scared, ashamed of what was going on. I didn't understand. The doctor said I was fine, but that was kind of it. That was the end of the conversations. I went into the doctor, the regular doctor, outside of the emergency room, at some point, and then he gave me Zoloft to sort of basically cover up the symptoms, and I never had any understanding of what was going on. I'm 37 now, I was 15 then, and the internet was kind of still just getting going, so I definitely didn't understand anything, and there were no conversations. So just to say, this has been a really long journey for me. It's been a painful journey. I think some of my most proud moments are some of the challenges that I've had, and been able to overcome with agoraphobia, because it is that powerful, it's that strong, and it's that scary. So when you actually take that on and are willing to kind of be vulnerable enough to take the risks, because it feels like a huge risk, it's one of the most empowering things. But one of the things that I think, for the most part in my time doing exposures to agoraphobia, that I think I really didn't understand and process right, is I always felt like I had to come out unscathed. Like I felt like if I don't have a panic attack, that's success. Like if I get back and I didn't panic, I'm so happy, I'm so excited, like I did it. However, it just leaves you in the same spot, trying not to panic again. And so you keep doing exposures, and I kept doing exposures for years and years, on and off. But it seems like nothing ever changes. And that's because there's this idea that you're trying not to panic, and that's success when you don't. But now I see this very differently, and it doesn't make it less scary. It just means that I think getting to the next level for me is being willing to accept fully all the sensations of panic, and take the risk, and be willing in an honest, true, deep-hearted way that, like, hey, if I panic, it's okay, like I can handle it. And that's super scary. I'm here at this hotel right now in San Antonio. I don't have my medication with me. It's back in Austin. And historically, kind of the nighttime is when things are the scariest. Going to bed and waking up in panic and feeling disoriented in this strange place and not having my safety mechanisms. So my goal is to use the free method, which is something that I created for this particular challenge based on a lot of things I've learned over the years, and this new understanding of trying to fully accept the sensations of panic and the symptoms without resisting them. So the F stands for fully accepting the symptoms of panic, completely melting into them and being willing to let them rush through my body. It's adrenaline, and that's it. The R is run towards. So to run towards your values in this journey, so you fully accept the feelings of panic, run towards them. Don't run away, don't go to the car, don't call the hospital, don't try and go find pills. Like, move deeper into it with the panic. And then the E is engage. So the idea of getting back to what you're doing, trying not to pay it mind, even though it's probably the scariest thing in the whole world, as we all know. That's why we're here. But engage in what you're doing, or even just kind of simple breathing is fine. as long as you're not trying to get rid of it. So then the final E is end, that panic is going to end eventually. And I believe that by using this method, that it is going to significantly decrease the amount of time it takes to come back to baseline. I don't know how scary it's going to be. You know, I've spent so much time trying not to panic. So nonetheless, I'm here. I'm an hour and a half away from my medications. I'm staying the night. And yes, there's that big part of me that's like, please do not panic. Like, don't put me through this. Don't put me back in that place that is so scary, that I felt for 22 years that I could not handle and I have to run away from. And then there's that other part of me that says, you know, please teach me how to get over this. Please teach me how to be with this and accept this, accept these feelings and sensations. Because when I can fully accept the sensations of panic, of adrenaline, of fight or flight, without running from them, that's full recovery. Like, that's it. That's the only thing. That's recovery. It's not trying to have a panic attack or hiding from them. It's fully allowing myself to feel those sensations and taking that risk and being vulnerable enough, because it's the scariest thing in the world. So that's my goal. And my hope is that by the end of this journey, these next few months, that I'll get on a plane without medications, without crutches. And I haven't done that in 22 years. So I'll keep you along for the ride, and thank you so much for joining me. You know, of course, love to hear how you're doing and be able to support you on your way as well.